Everybody, Ralston Toys back here, and we have another trailer breakdown. Revelations is finally upon us, and if you actually see these stills that go by really quick, they're actually going blow for blow what we got to see earlier in our Origins original story. So it goes really fast, and I'm going to show you the frame by frame, slow it down so you can get this good look at everything. And you see Kino, you see Darius, you see Shinonuma, you see all the ones in the background that you saw originally in the Origins trailer released 3 years ago when it came out for Black Ops 2. So that's what you're really trying to get out of it. And again, I fast forward it really quick so you can get a little refresher here. Obviously, the ones we see are blurry and not as good, but based on this, you can honestly see, oh, it's the exact same thing. Treyarch is calling back to Origins. Origins has every beginning and an end. This is exactly what we're getting in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies. The first frame I want to show you here really resembles Origins in its bunkers, and I really think this is going to be a map that I've been talking about for a long time, that it's going to be a celebration of zombies. All these fractured parts of past maps, I think, are going to show up inside this Revelations maps. It's going to be a lot of maps in one single gigantic celebration of zombies. So we get really quick images, fade-ins and fade-outs. That's Noctur on Toten right there, and then on screen we can actually see Mob of the Dead. You'll see a couple more images and stills inside this trailer showing us Mob of the Dead. You'll see hanging bodies, and here we see Cell House, loud talking, shouting, whistling, singing, blood, gaggling, or other unnecessary noises are not permitted. Really awesome seeing how it's calling back to all these previous maps, and we're going to see much more inside this trailer. As we continue forward, we're getting the echoes of the Origins original trailer and an end, and then we're going to get a nice quick cut to the brand new Kino der Toten. It got a nice remake. You can see how all the forest and stuff is overgrown inside it, making Kino look gorgeous. You can see the board where the box would light up. You can see the Bowie knife on the wall. You can see all the chairs. It's a little different though. Not everything's in the same place, but it is showcasing all these maps and different locations and ideas, and the possibility of an All Zombies DLC is very likely, but what you're seeing in here is all Revelations. I can almost assure you it's going to be all inside that Revelations maps. It would surprise me if they showed all this and then, oh my goodness, guess what? We're releasing all the old maps remastered. That doesn't make too much sense to me for this trailer, because it's specifically a Call of Duty Black Ops sneak peek at the map Revelations. Next, we have a very interesting still of what I believe to be the core mechanics of Revelations. It's definitely this center type area where we're mending the rift, we're destroying what we see in the sky, you know, when we send the souls back up and down. We actually get to see this weird looking skull. Is it a cosmic silverback skull? Actually, it resembles a lot like a cosmic silverback skull. All these loose ends are going to be tied up. There's tons of Dr. Monty teases today specific to YouTubers and on Treyarch's official Twitter that was being covered. I didn't get an email because, again, I don't matter. But in the grand scheme of things, it's really cool to see that some of my colleagues and friends actually got recognized by Treyarch, and I'm so happy for them because it really is awesome to see what a difference our community is making. Now, back to this image. It really allows us to have all kinds of ideas, the Apothecons, the Keepers, all this is going to get wrapped up in Revelations, and some incredible Easter egg and story-driven DLC. It does look like it's going to be quite an overwhelming map to start. So as we move forward through our trailer, we actually see this really cool instance where I think that's the rift, and we actually see we're putting together that centerpiece that's going to knock out the rift or mend everything. And then we are seeing, again, this is Revelations. This is where certain pieces of the maps will take fold. And then, hey, look at this. We got a nice another callback to the Origins map that's going to be part of Revelations. We're going to just get little bits and pieces celebrating everything. That's why you can see Generator 3 there, calling back to Origins. Next, we should see the device that's probably going to be mending the rift and making everything all better, or summoning somebody. Maybe that's what the gate worms are for. But this is what it looks like. Again, you get those lights. It almost reminds me of what we saw in Go Rod Crovey. But then we're going to move forward here into some more interesting stuff. Another Mob of the Dead callback. We see the hanging bodies inside here. But then we see this weird animal thing or creature past Nikolai, and I'll keep playing it over here for a second to show you guys what is going on with that. Is that our next boss zombie? That looks nuts. And what I'm putting on screen here is you can actually see the stars inside Der Eisendrache, inside this keeper area where you see the MPD, but it's messed up and everything's displaced and all that. And almost feeds into this idea that it's all one map. That's why you wouldn't have a remake of Der Eisendrache. It's already here. We wouldn't need to remake it. It's all part of this collaboration that is Revelations. As we move forward, we see Richtofen actually questioning himself. He's losing his mind. He has the madness. He calls out Max's name, but again, I want to point out in the background, look how crazy it looks. That is Revelations. I think the stone is to the left of him. That'll be in the center of the map. Or maybe it's not the center of the map, just off to the side somewhere in this map. And over there, you see the apocalypse coming. Maybe that's the Apothecons, what's going on there in this trailer. It's very exciting. Next, we're going to see our characters inside the Keeper boss room. So this is where we fought him in Der Eisendrache, and our statues are in there. And you can see everything cracked open. It's not underwater, it's not glass or anything like that. It's a really cool lighting scenario. Here, what I pause on screen is it almost looks like there's a teleporter behind Dempsey. Maybe that's how we get to Kino der Toten inside this map. You can see the floating rocks in the sky as well being pointed out. You see him pointing a gun. He's pointing it at Richtofen at this point in the trailer. Richtofen seems to be going crazy. You see this weird pool. Is that grass? Is that all this? Is it toxic acid? We can't really tell whatever is going on in the background. But again, it's a mashup of the maps. It's everything that we've seen before, plus the devastation of all these worlds, which is really exciting. That grass could be connected to the house. Maybe the house is in a nice, peaceful area during this entire mess that is Call of Duty Zombies Revelations. Then we get to our climax here with Shangri-La being shown for a second there. I mean, there's no spike pits, but it looks like we can get to our awesome Shangri-La look there. And I think that's possibly a bit of moon. It actually looks like the moon space station to me that's gotten broken off, but it could also be part of a train. That could be the transit thing where it collapses. You can't really tell. If it's broken off like that, that could be a callback to transit and what's going on in that world. Maybe that's why it's red on that side. That's all the Black Ops 2 maps might be in a red side. Maybe they'll color code the skies in that sense. But that is our trailer in a nutshell. Except for our last final big display that is really impressive, is this massive orb that appears in the center of this trailer talking to us. Is that the universe? Is that the rift? Is that what we're finally gonna mend? Is this the end of zombies? Yes, it is the end of the zombie story, but only this edition. I would not worry too much that Treyarch Zombies is never coming back and all that. It's just not the case. There'll be a lot more to come with Treyarch Zombies with time and the years of development ahead, but this storyline that's gotten out of hand is finally finding a way back into our hearts and being like, all right, we have a canned storyline. It's gonna be easier to follow. We're gonna be able to enjoy it a lot more. I think we've gotten our time and fun out of Tank Dempsey and the crew. I don't think they're going to be back after this, or maybe we'll get to play little bits and pieces of them as time goes on. But this story has taken almost 10 years to come to an end, and it is about time that it comes to an end. That centerpiece could be anything, but it could be what the giant thing in the middle is charging the entire time we saw in the trailer. There's endless possibilities and speculation, so I'll leave it to you in the comments down below. What do you think this thing does inside the map? And what was your favorite remake you saw in this trailer? Which one got you the most excited? That Kino der Toten one, really. As much as I'm not a big fan of Kino, the overgrowth always gets me going, and I love what they did with that. Now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Leave a rating if you did. Share it with your fellow zombie enthusiasts. And subscribe for all your Black Ops 3 Zombies Revelation content and all the Call of Duty Zombies. So much to come in all these years. At least 3 more years of zombies. Yay! And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! A special thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, especially Beefy, Hunter, 17, Logan, Davo, Kingdom Hops, and everyone else who supports me on Patreon. On screen, you can check out the Salvations video that I was covering and the Dr. Monty breakdown video for more information about this DLC. And if you want to watch a nice Let's Play, go watch my entire Uncharted 4 Let's Play. It was absolutely a blast to record, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!